YouTube? It's your boy Gleesh, man, and today we're gonna be reacting to De'Ara and Ken expose the real story. So basically, over the last couple of days, everybody's been saying Ken cheated on De'Ara, which was not true. So basically, I guess the female who tried to expose Ken was trying to get clout off De'Ara and Ken or some kind of way, but fuck all that. Let's get right into the video. Original video link will be down in the description below. If you don't want to watch this motherfucker, go over there. See ya.
What up, BK gang? So today we are back with another freaking video!
You done?
I'm done.
You done? This is like a weird video for us. We've never had to do a video like this.
Never. This is crazy.
This is honestly a big deal, huh?
This is a big deal because y'all know, like, we are all about positivity. We like to entertain you guys with fun things, creative things. So to make this video is really, I won't say hard, but it's like, it's not us. It's not an
It's not something that we expected to have to do.
Right.
But since this was already put out there in a certain kind of light, we will shed our light on it.
Because there's always two sides to a story.
Always. We're not just a YouTube couple.
Come on, let's first talk about why we're making this video. Because you don't know, people might not know what's this video about.
You're right. People may not have Twitter, you may not have Instagram, you may not just have seen it. So, in other words, somebody put out information that alluded to me cheating on De'Ara, right?
Beautiful old me.
They put out all this information, emails, and all kind of FaceTime calls, and all of this different information, right? So,
On my birthday.
on her birthday, all this information seemed to come from February, I think. The emails, right? The emails, whatever. We're gonna start from the beginning.
Okay, go ahead, babe. We're gonna give you all the timeline, time frame.
You can start real quick, claiming how the girl claims she met.
Okay, so the whole thing about the whole situation with Ken and the girl. First things first. When I speak to the girl on the phone, because in like some messages, in some recordings that are going around, I did talk to the girl, and we'll get into like how I called her, how I got her number, blah, blah. But when I spoke to her on the phone, I'm not sure if y'all heard this, if she put this in there, but when I spoke to her on the phone, first thing I asked her, I was like, okay, how did you and Ken meet? She said he approached me, he DM'd me. Pretty much, he DM'd me, like, first. I was like, okay, so how did y'all meet? Did y'all meet anywhere? She's like, oh, we met at the mall. I was like, okay, did y'all ever talk to each other at the mall? She told me no. I was like, okay, so, and when the whole situation went down, I noticed that the girl followed Ken, but Ken didn't follow her. And with that being said, Ken has 1.9 million followers and has a whole bunch of DMs from all you guys and everybody else in the world. So if y'all didn't talk at the mall, he didn't know who you was then, how can he DM you and don't even know your Instagram name? So with that being said, the girl approached Ken first, the girl DM'd Ken first, and that is how we're gonna go into how Ken responded.
That's how we gonna jump into this. So, first part I want to iterate is that I respond to a lot of DMs.
Me too, I respond to a lot of
DMs. So this is just one of those DMs, right? Casual DM, hey Ken, right?
That's what she said.
That's what she said, right? So we just went into a simple conversation. Turned to her having a boyfriend, to her and her boyfriend having issues. So I'm thinking, of course, I have a girlfriend, I can give advice, right? That's what it led to. But here's where I was mistaken, right? So me knowing De'Ara, I knew she would get mad with this kind of conversation, right? That was my mistake, from hiding it from De'Ara. So either way, in me trying to hide it from De'Ara, this is how it transitioned to the email. Mind you, there was only friendship, period. Never nothing past that, no physical contact.
So we need to address that. We need to address that. You never kissed a girl.
Nothing.
You never had sex with a girl. It was nothing physical. It was none of that. It was just talking.
There was just conversation.
Friendly
conversation. Like,
on your part.
Just to reiterate, De'Ara seen the emails.
Yes,
the real emails. De'Ara, and just to say that I didn't show De'Ara the emails. De'Ara found these emails on her own.
Yeah, I was a detective.
That's how we got to the emails, right? And this was in January. Nothing happened in February.
So in the FaceTime call that you and her were on, and you said 2 months ago that 2 months ago was in January.
The FaceTime call happened in March.
Right.
Then now we getting the timeline together, right? So now we can go into just friendly conversation, blah, blah, blah. So her and her boyfriend started having problems.
He was cheating on her.
He was cheating on her. You know, I don't condone that at all, but he was cheating on her, right? From there, I started giving her more advice, you know what I'm saying, how to move forward with it, all of that good stuff, right? So from there, I guess she took my kindness for more than what it was, and she started to come on to me, right? Try to lead me into certain things, right? Which is to the point, when I shut it down, I never tried to hide anything, right? Diera just stumbled across it, found the emails, and of course she was pissed at me. She had every right to be, right?
I was so mad. So, yeah, we're not going to go into details, but yes, I was pissed off when I first seen the emails for myself because I felt like it was more than what I know now. And then for the simple fact that it was like, you were hiding this from me. So it was like...
And just to reiterate, I never had to hide this from her. I just chose to. So
yeah, you didn't have to.
I never had to, but I chose to.
Because you felt like I was going to be upset or I was going to explode of you being honest from speaking to a girl on a friendly level, which I would have.
Correct.
Either way.
Correct.
Just being honest.
Correct. So I wasn't honest with myself nor Diera in this kind of situation, right? Just to reiterate, no physical contact, no kissing.
Yeah, it was none of that. So, okay, so we're going to go into the whole email situation. So, 2 months ago was in January, which is when she first DM'd me, y'all first started having conversations about, just talking, blah, blah, blah. The emails that I seen, or the emails that she tried to, forward to me were in,
February, mid-February.
Something like that. It was around that time, which is when I seen the emails because she sent them to Ken email because she wanted me to see. So when I seen the emails, I was so freaking mad. I left home, okay, yeah. Because the way the email was set up, it was like, okay, dang, so it is more than, because I never knew. And then when I left, I went to my cousin's house and we talked about it, and time turned to find out, Ken was texting me all the emails are fake, but I wasn't trying to hear that until I actually spoke to somebody, until somebody actually told me, when you look through it, the emails are fake, we're gonna do a whole screen recording so y'all can see how they're fake. She changed the dates, she changed the times, and she changed the subjects, and she changed all of that.
What the fuck is that? Oh. Go figure. Technology has advanced a lot, boy. Changing dates out this motherfucker. What the fuck? Females don't never like to say a happy home. That's crazy shit. Go get your own happy home.
And in the emails, also, 2 names are different. One is Ken Walker and one is Kenneth Walker.
Correct.
And another thing that she kind of messed up on is the only email that she emailed Ken from was her iCloud. And in some of the screenshots from the email, she only screenshotted just the message, just the messages. She didn't open them.
Yeah,
on the front, she didn't open them. She only opened 2, I believe. And those 2, you can tell that the emails are different because one scratch out is longer than the other, which we will insert. Yeah, that's how we, discovered that they were false, and it was switched up, and it was made up to be something that it wasn't.
Way more than what it was. So let's reiterate that I never told her I was leaving Diera for her. I never told her that I wanted her in any kind of way, whether that be physical, mental, anything. I never told her this, ever. Everything I've ever told her was just a friendship type thing, where it's me giving her advice, me just saying what's up, super casual things, right? Like I said, I made the mistake of befriending a person behind Diera's back and hiding it the way I did to make it look like more than what it was.
Because
right?
Either way,
Diera was gonna get mad, so I tried to avoid that.
Right.
So
confrontation.
That was my mistake. So this is how we get into the FaceTime.
Okay.
So,
No. Let's first mention how she had a boyfriend when she came on to Ken. She knew that Ken was with me because she, in the email, she would mention you have you a public figure and stuff like that. So she knew that Ken had a girlfriend and she had a boyfriend who was cheating on her, but she was trying to condone somebody cheating on somebody. You get the gist. So go ahead into the...
All right, so now we're going to move into the FaceTime call, because right now people are crucifying me over them.
So the FaceTime call is a big part.
It's a big part,
to this
right?
This, quote unquote.
Right, so the FaceTime call happened in March, right? So we already reiterated that the 2 months ago was the initial incident of the real emails. Now what I confronted her on were the fake emails that she tried to send to my email so that Diera can send them. Mind you,
months after.
Months after, right? So this was me FaceTiming her, right? I think I called her about 3 or 4 times.
Let's get into like, y'all never ever text, FaceTime, anything before this FaceTime call that y'all have seen.
She never
had Ken's number. They only emailed. And the only reason she got Ken's number is because Ken FaceTime her because she would email him from her iCloud.
Correct.
So that is how the number
That's
popped up.
exactly how I was able to FaceTime her, because she was emailing me from her iCloud. So I FaceTimed her from my number, and I called her about 3 or 4 times, right? This is when De'Ara was not there. So when De'Ara came back to the house, that's when we decided to try to FaceTime her again, right?
This is when I told Ken, when I got in my right head and I was like, okay, I'm putting 2 and 2 together, like, you know what, some of these messages are fake, something not adding up. So I came back home and I told Ken, I was like, FaceTime, because she was sending me emails. She sent me an email, a screenshot of Ken FaceTiming her like 4 or 5 times, making it seem like it was like, oh, he was calling her, when Ken was only calling her at that point to confront her about sending the fake emails to me to try to start something up again.
Exactly. So this is when De'Ara came home. She's still mad, obviously. And this is when she decided, I was like, let's FaceTime her, right?
So I told
Don't tell her I'm Ken.
I told Ken to FaceTime her. I said, FaceTime her and don't tell her I'm Ken.
Don't tell her I'm Ken, right?
I wanted to see what she was going to say. I wanted to see how she was going to say it and what was going to be said differently.
When I FaceTimed her, this is new to me, right? I didn't know this part of the tea, right? So when I FaceTimed her, everybody's just stuck on it, making it seem like it was more than what it was, but it was just purely confrontation. Little did you know, De'Ara was standing right there recording me on FaceTime. So she was there the entire time and heard every little piece.
So the girl didn't even know that I was there. So the whole situation behind this is that people think that Ken was FaceTiming this chick without me being around, like it was being secreted then, when I already knew that he was FaceTiming her because I told him to. But the thing she's trying to make it seem like is that Ken was FaceTiming her, blah, 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 blah. And she didn't know I was there, and the reason she wasn't showing her face is because
she was recording me.
She was recording him. Which we will show you guys her at the end, because she said she wanted to remain anonymous, but we don't have that loyalty towards her, so we don't have to remain her anonymous.
Correct.
So with that being said, we're going to show you the videos that I recorded from my phone, which was
March 10th.
March 10th is when I recorded them. And we'll put it on our screen. As you can see, I have a whole bunch of recordings. Me standing on the side of the bed when Ken was on FaceTime with her. As you can see, this is the video y'all saw, but y'all saw it from her
perspective. Y'all saw my shirt, y'all seen the bed. This is the exact
same. And y'all saw it from her perspective, but this is from when I'm recording him.
Have I ever told y'all what to do? Yeah.
She didn't know this.
She didn't know that I was recording, but if you're watching, now you know.
I guess now we can just move in. So for one, we just feel as though this is all like a spiteful thing, very bitter. So
before we get into that, we're gonna also address how I got her email, how she got my number, so that y'all can
we can clear that up. So De'Ara got her email from my email. So she got her email from my email, emailed her herself.
When I emailed Shawty, so when I seen the emails coming through, blah, 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 I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna take the initiative, to take her email and email her from my email, which is
correct.
How she got my email and how, I emailed her. So I just emailed her on some real stuff, and I told her, like, you know what, check this out. I know that the emails that you sent have been altered and that some of them are fake, and you've changed dates, and this and that. And I was just telling her, how thank you so much for sending them, even though fake, you deleted some things, and I'm uncertain what your motives were and stuff like that. And I also mentioned how I would think, as a woman who have been victim of being cheated on because her man have cheated on her multiple times.
Correct.
And you wouldn't be a willing participant of another man cheating on another woman that you clearly knew had a woman. So, with that being said, I emailed her how I got her number and how I called her and how she knows my number. It's because I was like, you know what? Let me talk to the girl on the phone, which is where the conversation came in about me speaking to her, asking her how they met, So I said, what's your number? She said, Ken has it. I asked Ken, I was like, give me the girl number. When he FaceTimed her, she wasn't answering, and she texted Ken. And I was like, give me her number. He told me no. I said, he's not gonna give it to me. And she was like, I said, so we can talk woman to woman. Real talk, that's all I was trying to do. She said, number. So her number is 901-303. And I did mention, when I spoke to her, I did tell Ken how the conversation went. And when I spoke to her, the way she was talking, she was stuttering. Some of the things that she was saying wasn't adding up. And things that she was saying, she were kind of saying one thing and then turning around and saying another. So I kind of already called BS on it, but we're going to address how, when I asked her for her number, she said Ken has it. Which, like we mentioned before, Ken never had her number. They never text, they never called, they never
Correct.
FaceTime, they never did anything before the FaceTime that y'all have seen with the orange shirt on. So the only reason she got Ken's number and the only reason Ken got her number is because when Ken FaceTimed her iCloud, she wasn't answering.
She texted me back from her number.
So all the missed calls from Ken is from his number because he was calling her iCloud. And then when she wasn't answering, she took initiative to text Ken from her number, which is how Ken got her number first. When she texted, you responded and was like, I just want to know why. This is Ken, which explains she never had
Never had my number because I had to tell her who it was just to me calling.
Right, which we'll put that up on the screen. She said, why what?
I feel like she set me up because she tried to fabricate a situation. Fabricate a situation into making it look like way more than what it was. In reality, she knew, just like I knew, that I was only a friend to her. That's all it was ever gonna be, and that's all I've ever told her. Nothing past that, nothing more, nothing less. So she tried to set up the situation as if I was just being like a 23-year-old sugar daddy, trying to make something, just to say this. Number one, me and Gary are together 24/7. So however you guys think I was able to send all these emails, it's beyond me. Number one, I miss you and I want to be with you and all these super long paragraphs.
They're all fake.
They're all fake. Like,
so just to clear that up, all the messages that you see from just the screenshot, not clicked on the message, just a screenshot that say I miss you, all of that is all fake. And if it's not, could you tell her to go back and click on the message and screenshot it?
And just to say this part, like I said, the initial incident happened in January. Why we ain't got no emails from January?
Because she deleted them because she had a boyfriend she was trying to hide from him. So he was cheating on her and left her too, and then that's when it blew up because she didn't want us to be together. Okay. With that being said, so after that, she said in the messages, texting Ken, she was like, you shouldn't have done things the way you did them, leading me on thinking this could have been something. You truly hurt my feelings. I'm trying to figure out how do you even get feelings for somebody that you know in a relationship, and you even in a relationship.
Like, how does that work? I don't understand it.
And Ken says, never took you as the person to try something like this, which is why I cut you off. But whatever you had hoped to gain, I hope you feel better about it because it didn't work, which it didn't. The reason, which is why you told me, the reason why you felt like she wouldn't have done this is because she had a man, and at the beginning, y'all both were on just
friendly. We were friends. It was all casual. She was a cool person. I'm not even going to say anything bad about her. She was a very cool person, and I never took her as a person that just tried to fabricate all of this stuff. So now the next point where we're going to call her credibility in the question is how you try to extort us.
Yes, y'all, that's the tea. We got some tea on girl, because girl tried to extort us for some money.
Here's the thing. First of all, she tried to release a lot of fake stuff, but she didn't want to put out the part about what she tried to do to us.
Yes, she tried to extort us for money.
So
this is where we're going to get into the whole me being in Memphis. So, because it's so much.
She was trying to say,
we're going to get to it. So before we even get to that part, let's see, maybe a couple of months way before.
Way months back,
I was having plans to go to Memphis with my mom and everybody else, like a couple of months before.
For a family event.
Yes, for a family event, my cousin's birthday and my mom's friend granddaughter's birthday party. So that is the only reason I went to Memphis for birthday parties. I had no intentions to meet this girl down in Memphis. So at the time I was in Memphis, I didn't have no intentions on meeting her. I asked her on the phone if she wanted to meet up. Just wanted to see what she was going to say. I didn't have no intentions on meeting her because I can't do that. But with that being said, when I was in Memphis, she randomly texted me. I'm on the way. I remember it vividly. I'm on the way to my cousin's birthday party, and she texts me. So we have her number, 901-303. And she texts me. She said, we're going to put this up too, but I'm not going to read it all because y'all can read it on the screen.
Oh, yeah.
So she pretty much said, she said, don't know if you still wanted to meet, but I guess it's her language. She meant to say, I didn't know if you still wanted to meet me, which I didn't have no intentions to, which is why when I arrived in Memphis, I didn't want to try to hit her up like,
which is why she said she still didn't know.
Okay, yes. So she said, I don't know what were Ken's intentions when he threatened me. We'll get to that whole thing. Threatened me and my daughter. I have all messages from him as well as my FaceTime, as well as my sister record our FaceTime video. So she said her sister recorded the FaceTime video, which leads me to believe that she didn't know I was recording too, or I was there. And she was talking about how the conversation she was like, and the conversation me and you both had. So she told me that she recorded our conversation. Okay, so pretty much she was like, so therefore, she's like, I feel like I deserve a fee for defamation. Let's clear up that she don't even know what defamation means. Because explain how the whole threatening threat.
So one thing I will say is that me threatening her daughter was never something I wanted to do. I was in my
It
feelings.
wasn't even threatening her. It was,
I'm gonna tell you my exact words and then I'll explain it. So when we were texting her, I told her I was gonna make her life a living hell, and I said that includes your daughter. Those are my exact words. Never said I was right to say it. I definitely apologize for saying it because the little girl had nothing to do with it, and I feel bad for even saying that. So let's get into that part.
out of anger.
It was
because you were
purely
mad.
out of anger, and I definitely apologize for that. That was me definitely having a moment of weakness. I was mad because of what she was trying to do, trying to put all this stuff out on purpose, and all this kind of crazy stuff that really made
And
me mad.
bringing it out as in
And-
bringing it to my attention because this is way before y'all knew.
That was my very last text message to her, the threatening part. Never mentioned anything else to her. I never tried to find out where she lived. It was just a pure, open-ended threat out of anger that I never said anything else to her past that.
And then she also tried to, I guess, put
Hold
this
on.
out,
It's like a kind of
make
like a
us
slick
kind of
threat.
feel scared, like a threat. So she also said, also my uncle is a police officer. I sent him the message Ken sent me threatening me, and he said I could easily go and press charges on him with the little closed eye emoji.
One thing I want to say real quick is if somebody is threatening you, go press charges. Period, right?
Yes.
If you really felt like I was threatening you, I would have preferred you to just go press charges.
Right away.
Right away.
Not
I would-
wait couple of, it was like a month or two, and then before you text me this.
You lost your credibility by asking for money and then threatening to press charges after.
When you don't know that we can sue you.
But do you not know what extortion is? So
I read the message and I'm like, because at first I was like, okay, so let me text the girl and let me be like, how much you want? I just want to see what price she thinks she finna get. But I didn't do that. So I texted the messages to my attorney and I responded and she told me what to say. So I said, okay, well, she said, direct her in my, direction. Let her know I'll give her a call.
And our attorney sent the message to me. I didn't say anything about it. All I gave her was the okay sample and I just kept moving.
So I told her, I was like, okay, well, I will be turning everything over to my attorney and she will contact you to discuss. And she said, okay, no problem. That was on a Saturday, I believe. But our attorney did, and we have recordings of that because our attorney did record on the call with her. When they spoke, our attorney was pretty much like, okay, hello, da-da-da-da. She was a bunch of talking in the background. She was being so unprofessional. Somebody who wants money.
So since our attorney had realized all the noise in the background, she just tried to ask her, like, are you represented by somebody so that she can go directly to that person, whoever that person is.
So pretty much give me your attorney number, and instead of calling you, I will call your attorney.
And we can just handle it that way.
And she hung up.
Never heard nothing else about it.
So that was when I was in Memphis on Saturday. I can't believe that was in March something when I was in Memphis. And so our attorney called her on that Monday, which was March 19th, when, business days. She called her then, and after our attorney asked for her attorney to try to contact her attorney instead of talking to her directly, after she hung up, didn't hear anything back, no attorney called,
Right.
nothing like that, and that was March 19th. It is
April 19th. The last thing I heard about any of this was the text about her asking for money.
So that's the last text I've received from her, was when she said no problem after I told her that our attorney would hit us up.
Here we are.
The last thing that our attorney heard from her was okay, after she asked for her attorney information, she just hung up. So
just to say that everything that you guys are seeing, we've seen already. We've already figured it all out. We've already moved all the way
everything
past.
that she's saying is pretty much flipped, and things are fabricated, things are stitched up, and things are fake.
Here's something I just want everybody to think about. She's already put that out there that we already knew all of this. We already had all of this. Everything y'all seen, we seen. So what was her purpose in putting it out now?
Yeah, because I see comments, because I don't think some of you guys understand. I've already knew about this. Like when she put this out on my birthday, or when all this stuff emerged on my birthday, I already knew months ago, and I was already past it, so I wasn't feeling no type of way.
I was way more upset than she was when I seen it.
And I knew she was gonna try to come out with all of this stuff because she didn't get money for one, which is what she wanted. That was her whole motive.
And we moved past it and just kept doing our thing.
And we moved past it, kept doing
it
our
probably
thing.
made her mad.
And she was probably lurking. And the whole thing behind it was, what she wanted was me. She she wanted to send these things, whatever, in return, me breaking up with Ken, because she was unhappy. Her dude left her, so she wanted Ken to be unhappy too. She wanted me to leave Ken. She wanted us to be happy, and she didn't want us to be together, period. So the whole, her bringing it out is pretty much trying to make us look like bad or whatever. I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know. Her whole thing was to try to make us look fake, like our relationship is fake. Everything we do is fake. All the real ones know, like, our relationship is not fake. Like, when this whole situation went down, the whole tweets that y'all seen came from me being mad because I was upset about these messages before I even saw, like, knew that they were fake. Us going ghost was because of the simple fact trying to work out our issues that we had.
That's us being human.
Yes.
That's human emotions, human reactions, us getting mad.
Real.
And that's just being real. Like, we were very upset. Well, I was upset because of how I handled the situation. Jair was upset with me. So these are all human reactions, all of the tweets, everything. It's just something that is just real. It's just what happened.
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. We handled it privately.
Right, which is for the most part, everybody know how me and Ken are. And the reason that I will say, like, everybody know, like, our relationship is real, 100% real, and the reason that...
Alright guys, well, I'm going to cut it short. That's the end of the video. If you guys want to watch the rest of the video will be in the description down below. My honest opinion on the video is that the female who tried to set Ken up and expose Ken was just a conniving bitch who just wanted some money and was trying to expose him for clout. That's just how every female is nowadays. And they was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, trying to break up a happy home. That's how you see all females. If something getting dead to them, they're going to try and ruin somebody else's home. But like, subscribe, and comment if you're new. And comment down below what you guys would like to see next. And